In this video, I want to demonstrate the download of a model from Reactome, seen here in the background, and then importing it, downloading it as an smbl file, and then importing it into COPASI and making some of the initial changes. So signal transduction, TGF beta family, signaling by the TGF beta receptor. Just want that, so that's the lowest one on the tree that is highlighted. I'm going to come over here to downloads, downloading the smbl. And I'm just going to bring it to my downloads here. You can also download the PDF that shows all the pathways, gives pathway information for relabeling of the pathways in COPASI, but that's fine. We don't want to do that right now. So now I'm going to COPASI. I've already done this for the, if I come up here on model, the mTOR signaling pathway from there. Now, here in another opened window of COPASI, File, Import smbl, Downloads, there it is, Open. It's going to give us some error messages. Mostly it's setting the species by default to an initial value of 1. No real concern there. I like to immediately go and save it as a COPASI file, but I'm not going to bother with that at the moment. If we click on model and then biochemical over here on the left, we see in this case we have 9 compartments, 141 species, and 8 reactions. In the other, we have, I can collapse the species here, 4 compartments. You see them here. These are expandable trees, and 28 reactions. So ultimately we want to merge these two. We're going to copy from one to another. My strategy would be to go one with the smaller number of compartments and species and reactions to copy and paste into the larger one. But anyway, before doing that, excuse me, first thing we want to do is come in to the species compartment, the species listing here, and we have to change each one. I'll take you to what I had done over here. Sorry, that's reaction. And I use hyphens in between where there might be soft spaces, and then I use an underscore, as you can see here, before putting the compartment name at the end of the species. You can see if that is not done, and by default coming in from Reactome, you have the square brackets on either side of it. When you end up in a report, it will not show those. I can go to output specifications, reports. I'm just going to click on one. I want to create a new one. I'm just going to add the species transient concentrations. Click OK. So you can see the difference here in the report. It shows ADP underscore cytosol, and then all of these used to be anyway. It would not show the compartment in the final report. Anyway, I just pull it all together like that, and then if there was a soft space, you'd end up with everything in quotation marks. So it's just been easier for me after the fact, once we dump the reports into a text file, whatever I use to analyze it, our database, Excel, it's just easier if I have no soft spaces, no quotation marks, and can readily identify what compartment the species belongs to. So we have just a couple more seconds here. I can demonstrate the copy paste. If we go into reactions, any one of them is fine. So after accomplishing that, ultimately we will need to go to each species here as well and set an initial concentration, determine whether it's going to be fixed or concentration over time determined by reactions. So there's a couple of other things we'll have to do with species later before running simulations. Then here we just click a new one and we come into the reactions, whichever one it is. We'll be renumbering the reactions to keep them organized, but basically we have a reaction title here. Simply highlight it, copy, paste into the target location, and as I said, we'll be renaming these reactions so that they're in the same sequence as they were on Reactome. Right now they're just alphabetized based upon the first letter of the first word, but this might be the 100th reaction and we want some numbering system to keep them separated. The second pathway here, first pathway already over here, and the target one, and then this is the reaction here. So you see the quotation marks because there's a soft space in there. We would not be doing this until after we had corrected all of the species in both of these, so that we would eliminate all of those. But as soon as we do this and we click commit, excuse me, all of the species in this reaction are now going to be new species in here. Excuse me. Active mTorque is a new one in here. Okay, it put it into the Golgi. If we come here, active mTorque is supposed to be on the lysosomal membrane. Do we have lysosomal membrane here already? No, we don't. So let's go in and we make a new lysosomal membrane compartment. See what the hell they have it set here. Fixed and 1. Commit. Then we come here and we assign it to our new compartment and commit. Then we just have to determine reactions and initial concentration later. And so that's REB in mTorque, and it now is going to be under reactions down here alphabetically rather than separated out. Apologize for the throat thing going on here. I have some allergies this morning. Okay, so I'll stop here and we can cover more in the future.